Okay, the session is on recording, and I want to welcome everyone to tonight's session. And like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about quality management plan, and we've officially finished project planning. So if you are still struggling with project planning, then we can keep on asking questions. If you have not created a project plan at this point, then you are cheating yourself. Yeah, we are moving on, and that's it. So this quality management plan, yeah, project managers need to have a closer look at what is going on there, checking quality standard, and we have dedicated role that handles these things. But in so many cases, we might not see those dedicated roles like quality assurance or quality control specialist. You are not going to say because I don't have quality control specialist or quality control manager or quality assurance, you are not gonna manage the quality of deliverables. So if you have this basic knowledge, yes, you can do that. Business analysts are equally, they are very good at quality management. So if you're a project manager, so many project managers they struggle, then you have to work with business analysts, because most of the cases when there is a defect, it's the business analyst that will take it up for the process improvement on defect. Quality management is not only on projects, it can equally be within the operational activities like delivery, a lot of things, service, customer service. These are qualities. So we need to check the quality standard of the type of or quality of customer support being rendered to customers, or the quality of time delivery. In most cases, we use service level agreement to plan quality within operations. So, but let's look at it from the project point of view, because everything we do in projects, we must meet a standard. This is what we are going to use most of the time in waterfall methodology of project management. We are equally going to go into project methodology very soon. So it's mainly on waterfall. Waterfall is the conventional approach to project management. The traditional method of project management, that's the way project has been managed over the years. Till recently, we now started migrating, too many companies migrating to agile project management, where you have Scrum Master and the rest of them. But in Scrum or in Agile, to monitor our quality or manage our quality, we use what we call acceptance criteria. So every sprint, every user story must meet acceptance criteria. That is a benchmark for accepting the work. Let's quickly jump into our notes and see how it looks like, how to create it from diagram and use cases. Use cases and yeah. So yeah. So I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I can see it.
Okay.
Yes.
You can see it.
Thank you. Okay. If you are looking at this diagram, is mainly quality management diagram, captures everything about quality management from project management body of knowledge. So it talks about quality planning, quality assurance, and quality control. Talk about if you are planning the inputs from general quality planning, and under quality assurance, the input, tools, techniques, and outputs. Under quality control, talks about the inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs. So if you want to have a look at project management body of knowledge, is a big reference book for project management, and it's from PMI. They are the people that are selling this book. That is a piece of their work. Yeah. So, but let's break this down to more to our understanding. I'm not following verbatim of textbook, but I love the diagram, so it just captures everything. So let's start with understanding quality management plan. So it means if we are managing a project, there must be a plan on how to manage the quality. You don't just manage your project. So how do you know that everybody is performing within the optimum standard? Optimum standard. We must have an optimum standard. That's why Agile makes it that every item must have a definite acceptance criteria. So this plan outlines how organization or project will meet quality objective and ensure that deliverables meet predefined standard. It includes a quality requirement, standard, quality assurance, and quality control activities necessary to fulfill the expectation of customers. The quality management plan is essential for maintaining consistency, meeting regulatory requirements, and enhancing customer satisfaction. So it means this can be applied in any kind of project. The purpose is to define quality standard. There must be a standard. If you don't have a standard, how do you know that you are doing well? We are required, your deliverables are meeting standard. There must be standard. Outline quality control and quality assurance. So this quality control, we are hearing it several times from people are thinking quality, they are two different things, but they are highly correlated. Quality control and quality assurance. They detail how project team will manage and measure quality throughout the project life cycle. Then one other purpose is to identify responsibility, assign roles and responsibility for quality related activity. Somebody must be in charge of that. That's why we have QAs, quality assurance, or quality control managers who have standard people. They are trained, they have their own special. This is just a cut from the main. If you want to become a quality assurance, if you go to internet and say quality assurance, you see a lot of jobs out there for quality assurance professionals, quality control professionals. So if you love this aspect of project management role, you can dive deep into it. Some people have been calling me to, more especially here in UK, to develop a full boot camp on this because it's a very big on its own, but I can't do everything at the same time. So whether you are a project manager, you can still manage your projects. If there is no quality assurance personnel, you can do it yourself. But even if there is a quality assurance, there is need for you to understand what is going on. So that is it. Identify responsibility. So why the purpose you say, I'm saying it is the responsibility of quality assurance personnel or quality control manager. But if they are not around, both project manager and business analysts can handle the role. Ensure customer satisfaction. Everything is just to improve the outcome of the project. Customers, stakeholders, yeah. So consistency, delivering high quality product or services, reduce cost and waste. When you understand how to manage the quality, it is going to help to reduce waste. Why? If there is no quality control, we will have consistent defects. All the time we have defects. Defect means that it's a bug. You have to keep trying to redo the work. So you must set a standard they have to reach before even bringing the work to you or to whoever is going to validate their work. So if it's, I don't like it, guessing when you look at it before you check whether it's, no, there must be standard. They, the developers or whoever the operatives working on that deliverable, they must have their eyes on the quality standard all the time when they are working. So it's extremely important. Let me see if I can see this project we're working on. Okay. Okay, this is some of our teams, and I want to show something here. If they captured not these people, let's check this, guys. Okay. Okay, looking at this. Okay, let's look at this. This is a user story. Don't worry, we are going to reach here one day. So this is a user story. And in the user story, every user story, this is within agile environment. Every user story must have an acceptance criteria. So this is the user story here. As an accountant, I want to create and manage chart of accounts. Okay, this is acceptance criteria, meaning that this must reach this standard before this work can be, this configuration can be accepted. The chart of account is created. Accounts are defined with proper codes, names, and types. Account hierarchy is established. So when you create a chart of accounts and it doesn't meet this standard, for instance, after creating the chart of account and there is no types within the chart of accounts you created, is not going to be accepted. After creating chart of account, it doesn't have account hierarchy, it's not going to be standard. So if you are the developer working on creating chart of account, you have been presented with quality standard. This is what we call quality standard, quality control. This controls this piece of work. So any piece of work, if you are bringing it within yourself as a developer working on this, you must have your eyes on this. After creating this and it doesn't meet this and you still bring it for review, then you know you are looking for trouble, because if I'm the line manager, I will even penalize you after, can even cut your salary or even so after, because you are wasting our time. We already say that this chart of account must have a hierarchy, and after configuring the chart of account, it doesn't have a hierarchy, and you come here. Let's go to here. This is the product, the board here. Yeah. It's not the one where there's one we're using. Okay, this is so this is the chart of accounts. So if now you drag this, is, you take this work to here, you are the developer, you start working on this piece of work. And after working on this piece of work, we've seen the acceptance criteria. It must have a hierarchy, it must have a type, it must have a code, it must have a name. You drag it, you finish your work and put it here for review. And I am the quality assurance person that's supposed to review this. And I come to the chart of account and there is no hierarchy. You are looking for trouble, because it's clearly stated that it must have a hierarchy. There is no way it can be dragged to here. It can be dragged to done, because it doesn't meet. We can't even take this to the stakeholders. Within the internal testing and review, is not. So if I'm the quality assurance, I will push it back and create a note for you. And create a note for you, flag it off here, add a label, whichever, to tell you that I don't approve this piece of work. So this is just a little demo to push down what standard control or standard quality standard or quality assurance is all about. I hope we are getting a digest of it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So with that, it's going to reduce the cost and prevent errors that lead to rework. With this, we're not going to rework it, because within the developer environment, we already know the standard. Okay, using this as an example again, if we don't have this acceptance criteria on this, the developers might not really, they will be using guesswork. And when we drag this to done, because there is no acceptance criteria, then on this place, it means all the work here we see here, they are ready for what we call sprint review. Sprint review is when we are going to invite the stakeholders to show them what we've done. Now, if we take all these works to the stakeholders, and during the stakeholder review, the stakeholders say, no, I want a hierarchy in this chart of accounts. At this point, they have flagged it up. It now becomes a bug. And if we need to rework this, it cannot be on this sprint again. We have wasted the time on this sprint. Then we need to take it back to the backlog, waiting for the next sprint. You see that all the effort here this is what we have finished doing, and we'll now take it to another sprint, wasting time. Instead of we bringing more work we are going to put on the second sprint, we are now taking the work we have done in the first sprint, carrying it over to the second sprint. Is that not a waste of time? It is a waste of time. So key components of a quality management plan. Quality objective. Clear goal that define what constitutes quality for the project. These objectives should be aligned with clients or stakeholders' expectation. Example, for food tracker expansion, ensure 90% on-time delivery. Like now, food tracker is used to be our food delivery company. We deliver other kind of food. And during the expansion and onboarding of delivery drivers, then there are measures. At that point, one of the things we need to create is service level agreement. Service level meaning that this is the acceptance measure for delivery, and we see during the quality control, this is what we capture as quality here. This is now becomes our quality measurement, meaning that if we are not getting 90% on delivery rate, then within the state we are not going to accept it. So if it's fall below 95%, like 80%, it means we are not performing. We are not performing. So that's it. The quality standard. List quality benchmark that and the industrial standard that the project must follow. In most cases, we can have our own quality standard, and again, we have what we call industrial standard. So the first thing we need to meet is the industrial standard before adding our own extra benchmark, if need be. So what is industrial benchmark? We must compare so many compliance we must meet. These are quality. We must meet those regulatory standards. Every industry have the way they regulate that industry. If you go to banking, if you want to build a banking mobile app, there are regulatory measures. Number one is security. It may have list of how every app must comply to regulation because of fraudulent activity. If you are in there, they will give you a list of them. So this becomes industrial standard. If you don't meet any other standard, that mobile application must meet that industrial standard. That is it. If you are in telecoms, if you want to start operating on telecommunications, there's also many tariffs, charges, things like that. These are standard measure. So if you are implementing like a CRM system or ERP system, let's say CRM system that are going to hold customers' data. That is, customers' data are very sensitive. You are talking about somebody's email. You are talking about somebody's bio data, name or date of birth. These are sensitive information. Then you must follow what we call Data Protection Regulatory Act. You must meet all, like in UK, we have UK and Europe, we have GDPR. And then global, you have Data Protection Act. Even in Nigeria, every country have their own data protection. If you don't have, if a country do not have a data protection, it means the country is relying on the global data protection act, which every country, every people, no matter how, we must meet that standard. So you must list it. For example, here, you follow the ISO 900 standard for processing, for process consistency and customer satisfaction. So this one is industrial standard. Roles and responsibilities is one of the components. So if you are building, these are areas you want to capture. They ask you now, create a quality management plan for us. This is areas you need to consider building, so that your line manager will be happy. Under responsibilities, identify who is responsible for each quality related activity, such as quality assurance team member or quality control specialist and project managers. Example, quality assurance, we call it QA. Quality assurance team member ensures adherence to delivery standard. PM, oversees quality throughout the project's life cycle. Then we have, let's look at quality control and quality assurance. You need to look at it individually when you are creating a quality management plan. Look at quality control activities. What is quality control? Quality control involves inspections and tests conducted on deliverable to identify defects or areas of improvement. So wherever there is a project going on, whether IT project, whether construction project, there is a quality control specialist that are going to be there. I'll give you an example. In construction, building construction, every house, if you are being in a where they are building a house, they will test. So somebody will always, before they start building, you will want to test the cement mix. At times they will test it and they will take a sample, a small sample, they will go and test it. And after testing it, they are going to go somewhere and store that sample. They will keep that sample. Even in future, there is any issue, they are going to bring the sample. They accepted, they will tell you this is the sample. It's going to be 2 bags of cement and 2 head pan of sand. That might be the standard. If you are mixing 2 bags of cement and 4 head pan, that is below standard. If anything happen, then the site engineer he will have him or herself to face the music or the law. So if they give you that sample, that is what you are going to be using. That is as quality when it comes to, I've built so many houses and they always do that. Even in railway construction, I've been there. Any little work they need to do, they must have a quality. Another quality is, like for instance, in a hot work environment, if you are doing a hot work, part of the quality or part of the standard, which is going to be health and safety, part of the standard, there must be, we call it fire watch person or a fire warden. that is going to be there. There is going to be fire extinguisher. There is going to be, all these are part of the standard. If there is that work environment does not meet that standard, work cannot go on. Okay. So these are part of the activities. Like what I've shown you here, I've shown you the quality standard. So if the QA here is going to work on these projects here, quality assurance person, he's like here, you see, the job, your work will remain, will get here if there is a credible quality assurance person. This is where the quality assurance person will be sitting, waiting for any work. Developer, your work, you do your work here. When you reach here, the quality assurance must conduct a test at this point before it gets to this stage. If it doesn't meet the standard, it goes back. So that is it, testing to look for defects. There are people identifying errors, defects. Defect is called error. We can equally call it bug. You know, so in case of here bug, they are the same thing in project management. Example, conduct weekly inspection on delivery routes and process to ensure timely operation. So if you are working on delivery project or company, to make sure that the delivery drivers, they must follow identified routes. You must tell them identified routes for delivery to make sure they get to their destination on time. If at the end of, if you are, for instance, in using this illustration here, the delivery person goes through a longer route and couldn't deliver the food on time, and there is no clear signal that there is roadblock. At that particular, if there is investigation, they find out that you didn't follow the identified route and you didn't deliver the order on time, and it started causing a problem, then you are going to find yourself in trouble. So it's the duty of the quality assurance to make sure that they are following the exact delivery routes identified and approved for them. It happens in all work environments and all projects. Then this is quality control. So this is quality assurance. Quality assurance focuses on improving processes to prevent issues. It includes audit, review, and process assessment to ensure continuous quality. Example, implement monthly process audits to verify that delivery workflow follows plan quality standard. So that is it. In here, there's a time I was doing security work here in UK. So during the time I was a student, that's what I was doing. Part of the things I did. So most of the areas we cover, there are clocks. We call it clocks. So that is a security standard. At every hour, if you are securing a building, at every hour, you have to go around through all this clock we are installed in strategic places. You have to go around and clock it. Every one hour, you have to go around, clock it. Now, as you are clocking it, is reporting on the control room. Then they know you are not sleeping. So anytime you couldn't clock within the time shows that you are not doing your work. Yeah, that is it. That is quality assurance. You see, there is an implementation of audit. That is part of audits. They are strategically auditing your work. And because if there is not that kind of situation to audit your work to prevent you from sleeping, you just go there, lock the gate, and go and sleep. And tomorrow morning you wake up, you find out that part of the equipment you are securing is gone. So that is it. It happens everywhere. Everywhere. When I was in the local government, I installed a biometric attendance capture. When you come to work, you go and put your finger here, because we have so many ghost workers. People do not come to work. And those people that do not come to work, they are going to be the noisiest people asking for salary. We find out that when we started that, every month when people come to work, they go and put their finger. When it's the closing time, they will go and put their finger again. So that biometric capture is what we use for payroll. If you don't come to work, I'm not going to sack anybody. I told you I'm not here to sack anybody. But when you work, you receive your salary. It's as simple as that. And our salary then was like around 60 million every month. When I started that, within the first month, I reduced our salary to 40 million, from 60 million to 40 million. That is quality standard in our place of work. You see, that is defect. I've used that to control defect in the place of work, attendance, employee attendance. It improved. I found out half of the people that are taking our money are living abroad. Some of them are living in UK. Some of them are living in America. And the money keep going into their bank accounts every month. So this is the way it's done. So what I'm saying, using different scenarios, for you to know that you must have seen quality control or quality assurance in place working, but you didn't know that is quality. You yourself must have implemented it in one way or the other, even at home, but you didn't know you have implemented it. But now you know, oh, I've been doing this. So this is what we call, so it's not, don't see it as something that is very abstract. You've never seen it. It's very domesticated. It just has not paid attention. Okay, another component, we are still looking at the component things you need to look at. So is a quality metric, specific measure used to assess quality, project quality, customer satisfaction rating, on-time delivery percentage, and defect rate. We must set a standard. So if you are that's why all these reviews, customer review, when there is a delivery, there's they will prompt you, the application or the website, they will prompt you to review the product quality, and again review the delivery, more especially when we are managing food tracker, we have that feature. Whenever you receive your order, you review the delivery man and the restaurant that supplies the food. You give them within a range of 5-star rating. So, and at all, if you have time, you can equally make a comment. But that star rating is the most important thing for us to know. So if you are receiving 2-star rating, 1-star rating is going to, draw attention. Why are customers rating us very poor? If there is delivery, the food is good, but the delivery is poor, then we'll know who is the delivery man that's working within Ajegunle, and we'll say is Mr. Mike. They'll call Mr. Mike. You are be constantly receiving a poor review. What happened? We carry out investigation. There must be a metrics to do that. Like in the case of security, where a security man need to go and clock in. Yeah, if the security man even misses 1 clock, he's already reporting. You don't. So with that, there must be a measure to capture the quality of work. Then quality improvement. Detail, you must have standard for quality improvement. If there is quality, because as we are working on quality, be sure that you one day receive quality, poor quality or quality defect. So you must have a plan on how to improve poor quality. If you start receiving poor rating or reviews, then something needs to be done. So detail the approach to address any deviation from the standard. We call it standard deviation. For so many of us who are into mathematics or who listened when we were in secondary school, we remember what we call standard deviation. So when you deviate from this standard, if our standard is, say, you must have at least 4 stars, all the delivery men, our standard is you must maintain a 4-star at all time cumulatively. If we find out that it's a delivery man that is receiving 3.5, that is a deviation from the standard. That's deviated from the standard, and that will trigger action. If you are hitting 4.5, this is the target. You are here. We might even be giving you bonus once you hit that standard. So quality improvement is very, very important. So once we hit that deviation, then we need to look for the cause. And that is going to bring us to root cause analysis. And that's why I say that business analysts, yes, they are very, very key people on this. Root cause analysis, this is one of the key topic or key tool or techniques the business analysts use while doing their work. Business analysts, what they do is they solve problems. They are problem solvers. They want to carry the problem of this world on their head. But one of the main ways is to find out the root cause of the problem. They do it all the time. Then once you find out the root cause, you must equally find a solution. They cannot find the cause of a problem without addressing it. That is B8. You find the cause, you address it. Corrective action. If the defect rate is 5%, initiate a root cause analysis and implement a corrective measure. Then quality tools and techniques. When talking about quality tools, you must accept one standard quality to. There are so many of them. You just choose one that you think that is more aligned to your area of work or area of that project. So when we talk about tool, we have so many tools like Pareto charts. We have control charts and we have Six Sigma. They are all acceptable. We just use one of them. So use control charts to monitor delivery performance, consistency across the region. And document and reporting. Outline how quality results will be documented, reported, and communicated to stakeholders. How do you do that? You can submit your report weekly, monthly report, project status update. These are reports on reporting. Very soon, you people will start your project. I'll be prompting all of you at least every week. You need to give me what we call project status reports. That is how I know what is going on in your project. If there is issue, if there is a defect, if there is a deviation from the standard, this is what we are going to be reporting, because this is where the risk comes from. Example of such report: monthly quality report submitted to Food Trackers management for tracking progress and improvement areas. So in normal projects, you can submit, I call it project status update or project status report. Okay. Quality control versus quality assurance. So that's the way cram it. Definition. Under definition aspect, quality control, product focus, identify defects. Then quality assurance, process focus, prevent defect. So you look at it very well so that you won't be confusing you again. This is on the product itself. That is product, quality control on the product itself. Then quality assurance is on process. Process. That's what process, have process improvement. And one is process focus. The best is always the best. You can use any other corrective method, but the best is Six Sigma. Well, we'll call it Six Sigma is for process improvement. That's the best technique for process improvement. Continuous, they preach continuous process improvement. And once the process is continuously being improved, it's going to reduce the effect, it's going to be, improved upon that, reduce constant defects. Then after deliverables are created, that is this quality control. After the deliverables are created, then quality assurance throughout the project life cycle. Purpose: verify the quality of the product, the final product. Then under quality assurance, ensure consistent quality in processes. Example, in quality control, product testing and inspection. Under quality assurance, example, process audit, training, and standardization. So I think this will help us to digest the two scenario, which over the time people have been using these two and it's been a bit confusing. Developing a quality management plan step-by-step guide. If you've not done this before, if you follow this guide, you are not going to struggle. To define objectives, start by defining clear and measurable quality objective for the project. Ensure they align with the client or stakeholder requirements and the organizational goal. 2, identify relevant quality standard. What are the relevant quality standard? Research applicable standard. If you go to the internet, just Google, based on you see so many, if you don't know how to do it. Research applicable standard for the projects or industry, such as ISO, Six Sigma, or specific client standard. If the client or your organization, they have a standard, like where I work, most of the standard where I work, we choose in our projects. Everything we do is like our identity is called continuous improvement, which is Six Sigma. Then assign roles and responsibilities. If you have a project team and there is no provision for quality assurance or quality control, you must assign someone to become acting quality assurance or control. Clearly assign role to a team member specifying who will perform quality control inspection, audit, and overall quality monitoring. Yeah. So don't say because you're a project manager, I've told you now. Or if you can't see anybody to assign it, as a matter of fact, you've had a training on this, so you can assign it to yourself. Plan quality assurance activities. Outline quality assurance activities that will help maintain process quality, such as audit, process review, and training session. Determine quality control method. Establish quality control method to inspect and test deliverable. This method will help identify issues before deliverable reach the customer. Establish quality metrics. Choose relevant metrics to monitor, such as defect rate, customer satisfaction score, or cycle time. Implement continuous quality improvement. Identify method to capture lesson learned and continuous improvement. Yeah, improve project quality, including corrective action processes. Document and review. Finalize and document the QMP. That is a quality management plan. Schedule regular review with stakeholders to assess the effectiveness of the activities. Yeah. If this is the quickest way for you to grab a promotion before the end of the year, if you are this quality assurance or review, if your organization is not doing it, or your project is not doing it, just tell them you guys need quality and put something together, and you see how everybody will marvel. So you don't need, for if you're already working anyway, because some of us are still looking for a job. But this is a quick way to grab attention, because it's very, very important in organizations, and so many organizations are operating below standard because they don't even know what quality control is. They don't even know what the quality, assurance is. But now we know. So, example of quality management plan for full trackle projects. Number 1, quality objective. The objective is to achieve 95% on time delivery rates in new regions, and then maintain customer satisfaction rating of 90% or above. So it's clear what they want to achieve. The quality standard follow international organization for standardization, ISO 9001 for process consistency, and adhere to company-specific delivery and customer service standards. So if you just type ISO 9, you will see this is a standard for standardization. It's going to tell you more about a standard that is adopted globally. So called ISO. I is for international standard organization. So if you don't do that, at least if your organization does not have a standard, you know there is a global standard called 9001. I think there is this code. They have 900 different. There were 9001, 900 some for different types of standard. So you can check it up. And roles and responsibility here. PM oversees quality strategy. So don't to say even if you have a quality assurance person, know that it's your duty as a project manager. As a matter of fact, that's why we put it here, because we know in project quality, there's no way project manager cannot know what is going in the project quality. That's the main thing. You are there, you are the leader. So you must look at the strategy. As a matter of fact, you must approve the strategy that must need to be used for quality control or quality audit. Then these are standard role. We have quality assurance. You must have it. Even if you don't have it, you can tell a business analyst. Now your role is now business analyst / quality assurance. Don't just tell business analyst, do the work of no. Create it in such a way that now they have a dual role and is visible. So you are now you can see business analyst can be a project manager / business analyst. I've worked in that capacity so many times as a project manager and as a business analyst. So you create it is important. And then quality control. At least one person must be, even if one person can serve as a quality assurance as quality control, So, but you see, they have different things they do. This one perform under this project, the quality assurance conduct process audit, while the quality control perform inspection and customer feedback analysis in this particular project. Then quality control activity, weekly inspection of delivery routes, monthly review of customer complaint and resolution. These are meetings that should be happening. Quality assurance activity, monthly audit of delivery and logistic processes, quarterly training session for local delivery partners. Quality metrics, customer satisfaction rating, on-time delivery, percentage, defects, rates in delivery process. This the metrics. When we talk about metrics, measurements. That's what you need to measure success. Quality improvement, corrective action if defect rate exceed 5%, monthly quality review meeting with stakeholders. Quality tools and techniques. You adopt a tool or techniques that the team will be using, like control chart, Pareto analysis for identifying major issues, and customer feedback survey. Documentation and reporting. You must decide how often to report. Monthly, quarterly reports for internal review, quarterly summaries presented to the food tracker leadership. Your own, you can adopt weekly reports, which we are using. Types of quality management tool will have control charts. It's a graphical to use to track process performance and identify variation, whether we are varying, how much we vary from the standard. Pareto analysis help identify most significant cause of issues in a project. And have fishbone analysis, or can equally call it cause and effect. Fishbone diagram. And fishbone diagram is used to identify the root cause of a problem. It's part of root cause analysis. And Six Sigma, a methodology aimed to improve quality by reducing defects and process variability. So these are 4 tools here. You know, if you are in business analysis, you are going to be looking at all this. In Six Sigma is another part on its own. When you want to become a senior business analyst, then you have to go for a Six Sigma. We have a green belt, black belt, yellow belt, all these belts. So by the time you get to black belt, then companies will be pursuing you. Everybody will be looking for you everywhere because you become very hot. It's easy because you can chew their problem like gum. So control charts. Control charts for delivery time. A control chart will help track delivery time over a specific period to monitor consistency and identify point of deviation. You see, control chart here we have, for instance, have delivery time measured in minutes from order placement to completion, and goal, maintain delivery time within 30 minutes. We have what we call upper limit and lower limit. Within 30 minutes, upper limit. And then we have lower limit with minimum variation. So the target here is looking at upper limit. That is the targets. Maintain delivery time within this. So the target is that you can't, once you hit the upper limit, then it's going to call for action. So control limit, that is, you control whoever is working within this time. Upper control, 30 minutes maximum acceptable delivery time. And lower control minutes, minimum targets delivery time. So assuming a timeline of 10 days with delivery time track, so we say 10 days. So look at these 10 days here. Under 10 days, you want to see, you see day 1 is, you can see this is our upper control limit, 30 minutes, and our lower control minutes, 10 minutes. So now, you see the first day, the delivery person hits 20, we're able to carry all the delivery within 25 minutes. And then second day, 27. Then third day, 15 minutes. So it's like this day we carry 15 minutes. You need to find out what happened that you managed to deliver within 15 minutes. And then on fourth day, 35 minutes. So you see, it's red because you have exceeded the upper limit. This is the what we call as standard deviation. You have deviated from this standard, which is 30 minutes. You delivered in 32 minutes. We need to be investigated. Why? What happened? So we can prevent it. Then 28 on day 5, 28, day 6, 24, day 7. So that's how you're keeping the record of their delivery activities. And on day 8, 26, on day 9, another defect. They exceed 33 minutes. These are 2 days must be investigated. We don't want to see it repeat again. Then on day 10, 21. So this is what we call upper control. There now we see the upper control, they've hit the upper control. So this example, you see day 4 and day 9, you see I highlighted here, exceeded the upper control limit of 30 minutes, which indicates an inconsistency that needs to be investigated to bring the process back under control. If we leave it like this, before you know it, more days we hit and they will start hitting. So we want to make sure that we put them back in check. It's just like a factory resetting. When a child does something they is not doing, you can't just, so you must set a standard, you know. For instance, now, if you have children in your house, the standard is that they don't wee on bed. Day 1, no wee on bed. Day 2, no wee on bed. Day 3, no wee on bed. Day 4, no wee on bed. Day 5, wee on bed. You need to check why did they wee? Did they not go to, they didn't wee before going to bed? So mothers in this case, how do you control this? What are the likely things? Do we have mothers here? Let's hear from them.
Yes, we have mothers here.
So how do you do the I don't come on at the month? Where we say the standard, every mother standard is that child do not wee on bed. So how do we control that?
First of all, if the child is eating late, you try as much as possible not to begin giving the child dinner late. If anything from 6, if
we can't hear you. We appreciate you are trying to contribute, but we can't hear you well.
Hello, can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
First of all, the food we used to control the time of eating dinner, so that if you eat late, there's possibility that it's going to we on bed.
We appreciate, but your service is poor. But it's okay. We've tried to. I myself have got kids, you know. Most of the cases they must wee before they go to bed. These are wills. So if there is if there is a wee, you need to find out why the wee happened. Maybe they didn't wee before going to bed, or these are like it's applicable in every environment. So not why I'm trying to domesticate it is for you to say that what we are doing here is not strange application. Don't just think it's only project, or don't see because we say if you hear the name upper control limit, lower control limit, we start saying, wow, lower control. No, it's just these are just terminology. It's something we do every day. So we should learn to start applying it even in our homes. That's going to make us become more proficient in this activity. So it's not only in delivery, in those doing delivery that you can use this, we'll call it control charts. That's it. And we'll have Pareto analysis. Pareto analysis focuses on identifying most significant cause of quality issue that may impact a company such as food track or expansion. No, most of the time we use what we call 80-20 rules to suggest that 80% of the problems might be caused by 20% of the factors. So allowing for um, target corrective action. So the objective is to identify the major source of customer complaint related and services, and then collect data from customers and feedback to initiate a launch period. So if we need to do that, look at this frequency and percentage. If you're looking at frequency, we have issue type here. These issue type are factors. Factors, delay, delivery, limited vendor options, and target glitch, a technical glitch, inaccurate order fulfillment, lack of customer support. These are areas that we are likely going to have problems from. We identify all this area. Now, if you look at delayed delivery, you see that how many times have we had delayed delivery? We have 45 times, and 45 times, say, it can be 45%. Then we'll see limited vendors. How many times have we had any issues based on vendor availability? We have complaint, vendor availability. Like, for instance, customers want to place order for food and find out that all the vendors have closed. They don't find, there's no restaurant where they can buy their food. They are frustrated. They are not happy. So if we have complained so many times, how many times are we getting this complaint? Then in this issue, delivery, how many times have we getting complaint that, yeah, my delay came late, we're having a meeting, and the meeting was supposed to have delivered here, we are waiting, it comes happen like that. Most cases, people can be having function and they don't want to cook, they want to rely on food vendors, they place order. And if they place order, there's expected time. Well, based on what you've advertised on your website or your application as your standard. If you are following your standard and you are not meeting the standard, like in this case, you find out most complaints, people are not happy because there is always poor delivery. You see here percentage. So all the time we record the percentage. This one we record the percentage. Then you come to technical. We want to find out where our problem is. If we are closing business today, we want to know the reason why we closed. We say technical glitches, just 15 times, just give it 15%. So we say technical glitches. Then inaccurate orders. Technical glitches, when they are trying but the app is not loading. Then you have inaccurate orders, it's just 6%. Then customer support, lack of customer support is just 4%. Now you look at here, this 30% plus 45% is 75%. And so looking at the whole percentage here, most of the thing comes within only two factors here. Only two factors, not one and two. and we have different other factors, but it's not from here. So we can see that this is where our problem is coming from. Here is just few percentage here. So it means that's what it means that 80% of the problem can come from just few areas. We want to target to find out the areas. So the analysis here, the top two issues, delay delivery and vendor options, account for 75% of all the problems we are having in food track, indicating that these areas should be prioritized for improvement. So we're looking for areas where is to be our main focus on process improvements or product improvements. Corrective action, which can apply here, deliveries, enhance coordination within delivery partners and improve route optimization. Limited vendor option, expand partnership with local vendors to increase product varieties. Making sure we have, maybe if they are not seeing vendors options, it means we don't have enough food vendors. We'll have to go out and get more food vendors on the system. So that is both control chart and parental analysis provide insights into where food track expansion process requires target improvement to maintain quality and meet customer expectation. Then we have cause and effects. That is fishbone diagram. Problems, low customer satisfaction. Like you see here, the problem has been identified and prioritized. Okay, this is now to solve the problem. We're using fishbone diagram. Problem, low customer satisfaction in new states, post-expansion. The fishbone diagram categorizes potential cause for low customer satisfaction, providing a visual breakdown to identify areas of improvement. And we are going to do, we are not going, this fishbone diagram, we just want to capture it sketchy. It's going to be a full topic if you want, but we reserve that for business analysis. That's where most of the analysis is going to be done on business analysis. So under fishbone diagram, these are categories for causes: people, process, technology, logistics, vendor, and customer. So under this, people, issue related to staff training and partner alignment, process inefficiencies in order handling, delivery, and communication, technology, problem with the platform, app performance, or system integration, logistics, delay and coordination issue with local delivery partners, vendors, limited options available and quality inconsistency, customer service, responsiveness and availability of support for new customers. So these are causes, likely causes we've identified using cause and effect. And then we can equally break down them up. Fishbone diagram. Under that, lack of staff training, misleading partners' expectation, process delay in order processing and delivery scheduling, and just like we just expand this. So technology, platform crash, poor GPS accuracy, lack of mobile compatibility, logistic delivery delay, inefficient route planning, and local traffic issue. Vendor, limited choices, inconsistent quality, poor vendor onboarding, and customer service, long wait time, insufficient customer service agent. So, and then Six Sigma, Six Sigma, use Six Sigma DMAIC, which is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control methodology to enhance customer satisfaction by minimizing delay and maximizing efficiency. At this point, which I said is business analysis, this in project management, at this point, is no longer within the hand of uh, project manager or in the hand of quality assurance. They have detected the fault. Now everything is now at this point solving the problem is at the hand of business analyst. So it's the business analyst that's going to conduct both root cause analysis using fishbone diagram and Six Sigma. So understanding Six Sigma define means improve customer satisfaction by reducing delivery time, enhancing service quality. Scope apply to operations in newly expanded states. Key metrics achieve 95% on time delivery rate within the defined area. And measure, track performance, track the key performance indicators such as delivery time, order fulfillment, accuracy, customer compliance, data collection, use app analytics, feedback form, and system log to collect data on delay and customer issue. Analyze, identify main causes of delay and satisfaction through root cause analysis and parameter analysis. Example, finding, delays primarily due to logistics and unoptimized delivery routes. Highlight complaints about limited vendor option affecting customers' choice, and then improve. Action plan, logistics, optimize delivery routes and establish partnership with local delivery services. Under vendor, expand vendor based on new region, improve onboarding and ensure product availability. Technology, enhance performance, platform stability to handle higher demand and improve location tracking features. And control, implement regular quality check on delivery time and customer satisfaction. Establish ongoing feedback loop with customer to detect and address issue promptly. Monitoring tools, control charts for delivery time, customer feedback analysis, and continuous vendor performance review. And Six Sigma metrics and expected outcome, and this is how it's going to look. So, and you see on-time delivery can be this current value, 70%. Target delivery is 95. So the improvement we are looking is 25% improvement. Then customer satisfaction, you can see here, current customer satisfaction is 75%. Our target is 90%. So we are looking for improvement of 15%. Average delivery time, 45 minutes at the moment, and we want it to be 30 minutes. So we're looking to cut away 50 minutes from the delivery average delivery time. Vendor availability, limited, and we need to expand by 50%. So we're looking for at least 50% more vendors. So Expected outcome by addressing root cause analysis and implementing improvements. The Six Sigma approach aims to streamline processes, reduce delivery time, and boost customer satisfaction, ultimately contributing to the successful expansion of the food tracker services. So, yeah. For some of you who might be scared, with like I said, I purposely told this is business way of switch into business analysis at this point. So don't be so scared. This is how project management. So that's why business analysis and project management goes hand in hand because of this kind of analysis. We always keep solving problems in projects. So fishbone diagrams and the Six Sigma methodology provide structured method to diagnose and solve quality and operational problems. Benefits is here: enhance customer satisfaction, reduce cost, consistency, and risk management. So conclusively, a quality management plan is essential for delivering high quality products and services. It improves structured approach to defining, monitoring, and achieving quality standard throughout a project lifecycle. By implementing quality management plan, organization can ensure that project meets customer expectation, reduce costs associated with poor quality, and maintain high level of operational consistency. So, like I said, this quality management is supposed to be a full boot camp on its own. And that is what we crashed in 1 hour, 30 minutes. Because this is a full-blown career lodged into this quality control and quality assurance. But we have managed to compress them into 1 hour, 30 minutes. So people should clap for me. All right. Thank you. If you're planning to make this area, I have to be honest with you, if you are planning to make look for another career path in IT, this is a very good area. It doesn't involve so much technicalities, and you don't even need to work in a project. Companies are looking for quality control just for their operational activities alone. They are looking for quality control experts, just like you see in this one. This one, you just analyzing and performing, so it doesn't require much technicalities. So, but at this point, let's just leave it for at this point. I don't have time for it to be developed into a full boot camp for now because of time. But like I told you, this is a new career path. You can venture into it. We don't have much time. As a matter of fact, we've exhausted all our time. But I cannot finish my class without giving someone an opportunity to ask questions. Because of this, I'm going to take 2 questions if we have. So if we don't have, Augustina, make sure you are clear because I didn't hear anything you said last time. And put your camera.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for the class. I don't know. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
Okay. My question is just about our last class concerning the project planning that we did. I don't know if we can send this to any this thing that we want to submit as part of what we have done. Is it proper? Hope it's not against
If your question is about project planning, it's not supposed to be asked here. I've asked you people so many times. I don't join topics. I don't do that. When you have project plan, you have opportunity to ask question. If you don't have can ask question, go to the platform and drop it. What I want to hear is, I'm struggling to understand quality management plan. If you don't have any question on this quality management plan, then good night.
Yes, sir. Good night, sir.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining, and see you tomorrow. We'll finish up for
Good
this
night.
week.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Nice.
much. Yes, Mr. Charles.
Thank you for the time, sir. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Good night, sir.
sir, for your
Thank you, sir.
request. Good night.
All right.
Good night, sir.
All right. Sleep well.
And you too.